Hi, my name is Maya. My team name is Make Me. The name of my project is Filter It. I chose the water design project. Let me tell you about my product. It can filter water from rocks, sand, and dirt. Let me show you how it works. So I pour the water at the top and it's searching its way down the bottle with the rocks, soil, and sand. Not only does it filter water, but it's a cool way to explore how water goes through things that blocks its way. This design is different and unique because its layers of filtration and paddle felt layer. It only costs $3.95 to make, and it costs $3.95 and it takes only $1 to make. I made it out of a Gatorade bottle, felt, soil, dirt, sand, and a cup. Shark Tank, I would like to ask you to invest in my project. So,
is there anything that exists right now?
Similar to it? I'm not sure.
So you thought this was needed because?
A way to filter water and also it's fun to watch.
Okay. How long did it take you to how long did it take you to plan the design?
And make it? Just a day.
Just a day. And how much did you say it cost you to make it?
$3.95. Oh, and then make it $150.
$150 to make it, but it cost $3.95.
$3.95, she said $3.
Oh, I got you a little bit. Okay, that's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Quick question. You finished with
Yes, I am.
Quick question. Did you try any other, I would say,
Like layers?
yeah, layers?
Yeah. I had one different one already. It was like I had like another like two, I think. Like the sand was like over here. Like yeah.
And how different it is that process or filtrated water? That version, the way you layer
Still
them.
mostly the same though, but it's fun to like mix up and like to mix match, like to see how it works.
I have one more question. What are some of the things that you believe that your system can trap in regards to the filtration? What are some of the
Trap?
Yeah, like bacteria, germs. Give it a
Like the dirty stuff in there.
Okay, he just gave you the answer.
Dirty stuff.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
Okay. And is this, how do you transport this?
Transport?
Could it be made bigger, or this is just a concept? Could it be made bigger to filter larger gallons of water?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if we use a bigger bottle.
Okay. Yes. That's right.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take it away, fun girl.
Hello, I'm Haley.
I am Tiari.
I am Naya. The name of our team is the Fangirls, and the name of our product is the Cool Cube. We have chosen the focus device challenge because sometimes all type of people might need something to help focus their attention, not just people with an attention deficit. Fidgeting is a common coping mechanism for people with an attention deficit, but it also serves a similar purpose for the population as a whole. If a person is doing something that is not interesting enough to keep their focus, the addition of a focus device can be stimulating or interesting and helps the person become engaged and allow them to focus on the primary activity they should be doing.
The challenge was to design and build a handheld focus device for Hampton City School students that are in need of such a device to focus on their daily classwork, assignments, and assessments. The design criteria: it must be handheld, it must have at least 3 focus features, it must not repeat a focus feature, it must be made from the provided materials, list, and/or household recyclables.
The Cool Cube has 6 sides with a focused fidget device feature on each side. The first side has a furry, fluffy puff ball that you can rub with your hand or on your face or anywhere that you want to soothe. The second side has a clothespin that you can click for the motion or the sound of clicking. The third side has a paper clip that can be moved from side to side or connected like a puzzle or anything your imagination comes up with. The fourth side has a pin cap that you can pluck repeatedly while you fidget or even pluck a tune. The fifth side has a pop socket that you can pop in and out over and over again. The sixth side is more of a visual focus. It has colorful stickers to amuse you visually. We will demonstrate everything at the end of the presentation.
The Cool Cube is made from 12 small colored craft cubes glued together to make one large cube. Each of the focus devices was hot glued on or taped with masking tape and electrical tape. What makes our invention different from other inventions on the market, you ask? Most fidget devices on the market have the word fidget in it, like fidget cube or fidget spinner, and they either spin or have buttons to push. Our device has a cool name and focus features totally different from everything currently on the market. And most important, it was created for students by students.
It costs about $1 to make each Cool Cube. We are asking you to invest $3,500 in a startup fund so that we can produce 3,500 Cool Cubes to sell to the 5 Hampton City School middle schools: S.T.R.E.A.M, Sims, Lindsay, Jones, and Eaton, which serve approximately 3,679 students. While we are confident that every student, even the ones that don't need it, will want one, there are some students that will not have the money to buy one. We will sell them for $5 each. We prepare to offer you 40% of our profit. 3,500 Cool Cubes at $5 equals $17,500. Your 40% will equal $7,000, doubling your investment of $3,500 and netting $10,000 for our school.
So why should you invest in our invention? Because you are the leaders and administrators of our Hampton City Schools District, and you want to support your students' endeavors. As stated earlier, it is made for students by students right here in your school district. And because it is totally different from anything on the market, and students love new and different stuff. Now I will demonstrate.
How did you all work together to do the research?
Well, what we did was we saw the materials that were all in a box, and we decided that for these five Hampton City School middle schools, we decided to help the students that with attention deficit, not even just that the ones that just are not able to focus well. We decided to help them with this Cool Cube, and we think with the Cool Cube we can make them change.
I like that it's portable.
So how do you all decide? I know it doesn't repeat, and you made a point to talk about the fact that it doesn't repeat in terms of the focus. How did you determine what each focus would be?
By working together as a team and coming up with a design that will not be anything like stuff that's on the market.
Okay, so with your design, it's very solidly made. It's just solid, you know. Y'all put a lot of thought into this, I can see. In the future, are the other features, is it adaptable where you can interchange with other things that you can add or remove? Is that could that be a plan?
Yeah, it could definitely be.
And how would you be able to do that?
We'll just maybe make more and add new and different things to it.
One other question real quick. You stated that your design was very different because of, compared to the other things that are on the market. But how did you find that information out? What did you all have to do to learn that?
Well, I own a fidget spinner and a fidget cube, and I seen that the things that they have are nothing like what we have today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all right? Yes. Hello, I am Rylan.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Chamber.
The name of our team is called the Duct Tape Boys. And the name of our product is called the Sound Beast. We have chosen the Sound Amplification Challenge to see if it will work, if it will be cool to build, and if it will be fun. The challenge was to design a device that will amplify a sound source. The design criteria. The sound amplification device must have a labeled diagram, must be used by one person, must be portable, and must amplify the original sound, and must be transportable. The Sound Beast is tubular with angled sides on both ends. The angles allow the sound to be amplified at 150 degrees except for straight out in front. The tube have a 4.5-inch opening. The Sound Beast also has a damper in the middle of the center tube. The damper is a small tube with a closed cylinder on the end of the pencil. Pushing and pulling the damper in and out can slightly change the volume without taking the device out the slot. I will demonstrate everything at the end of the presentation.
The sound base was made using a section of a carpet roll core. The section was cut into 3 pieces with a 15-degree cut on each end of the hot glue together at an angle. We wrapped the hot glue joints with electrical tape and tape to seal the seams. Next, we cut a hole the size of paper towel board into the center. Insert the core hole into the hole and sealed it with hot glue, electrical tape, and duct tape. To make a good seal. A hole was cut at the top of the small tube and to hold a cell phone. The damper was made with a toilet tissue core sealed on both ends with cardboard and duct tape and pencil stuck in the middle to push and pull it. The finished product was sent out to be painted. Our design was different and unique because of the damper. The damper makes it easy to change the volume a little without taking the cell phone out of the slot.
The cost cost us about $2.50 to make the sound bees. We're asking you to invest $500 in startup funds so that we can produce 200 sound bees. We will sell them for $25 each. We'll prepare you to offer 20% of our sales. This is how it works. 200 sound bees at $25 is $5,000. 20% of $5,000 is $10,000. That instantly doubles your initial investment of $500 and leaves us with $4,000 to pay our employees and put the rest back into business. Who doesn't want to instantly double their money?
So why should we invest in our invention? The sound beast is environmentally friendly. It uses no electricity, which is cost efficient, and no batteries that have to be disposed of and pollute the earth. It is made from recyclable materials, which reduces them from being put in landfills. It is easy to use by people who are not tech savvy and don't know how to connect Bluetooth. It can be taken to the beach and the sand will hurt. Following the success of the sound beast, we are considering making the sound beast too, made with PVC pipe to make it weather resistant. Now we will demonstrate.
Okay.
So simply, since this speaker is around the bottom right, you have to put it like this. So I do press that, and then pulling this can kind of make it louder. It will slowly make it louder. Oh, I thought it stopped. And so, this little tube, this is the damper itself. So actually we tried it right here, but then that just didn't work. So instead we decided to put it right here, and it actually works better than anything. And this is a 4.5-inch opening at a 100-degree angle. You can pull it if you want.
I was gonna say, all right, thank you.
I was gonna ask you, can you put the music back in there again?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you can get your phone? So we can hear it again?
And could you also demonstrate it with and without?
Yes. And cut his phone off completely off again.
I did not get time to cell phone.
Yes, you did.
While you're doing that, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What made you all decide to create this design? What made you? What is the reason?
What was your reasoning for developing this design?
We thought that it would be cool and it could help. We thought it would be cool and we thought it would be helpful for everyone, and everybody. So it can help people that don't know how to connect Bluetooth and don't have to do all that stuff. You can just insert your phone and start playing your music.
Did you have something else? He had something.
Oh, you want some?
Okay, I liked it because it could help the community one day. People might, for people that are not tech savvy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, you said you want to hear it. Okay.
That's without.
Why does it keep doing it?
That's good. We can use that.
Oh, because we had to use the same tune, that's why.
It does.
I can do it.
You can't pull it all the way out, because I don't think we can put it back in.
You can actually
Hear it out the
hear
side.
it out the sides.
All right, see if any of the other judges have any.
You want to see what? Oh, I thought you wanted to see stuff. Okay.
So are there any questions?
Was this your original design, or did you go through a couple?
This wasn't our original design, but I'm glad that it didn't work out, or else we would never had this.
What did you try it for? What did you try it first?
We tried it with the box, but that completely messed up, and so we decided to use a carpet core, and so that worked completely perfectly with the damper.
Real quick, is there anything that you would change about your current design?
Probably where the
Speak in the mic.
where the phone is, or how would you place your phone inside here?
Okay, thank you.
One more. Is there any other product on the market like it?
No.
I'm sorry.
Is there any other product on the market that is close to what you've got?
No.
So that was your indication that you needed to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
Because all the speakers nowadays, they have Bluetooth speakers.
Right.
That now sells for $50. So we decided to try to steal their customers, to make it half off for it to be $25, and for it to be easier. But
Focusing on the people who are not tech savvy,
yes.
which is.
Or really anybody.
And you said you can take this to the beach and.
Yeah, and sand won't affect it at all.
Oh, good. Okay.
I see that your device is only capable of using one form of telephone or iPad. Or
No.
Is it adaptable where it could use multiple
Yes.
telephones
Yes.
and other devices?
Yes. Yes, it is.
How is it? Because I don't see it on.
No, you can just put your phone in the same exact slot. We only use his phone because.
So what if you have a larger phone or a smaller phone?
Well, I don't know.
Come demonstrate, that's a different one. Just put it in the slot, not the Just put it in the slot. Just you want to see if
No,
it
where's
fits,
I just
right?
want to see if it
Wait, where's
fits.
your speaker at?
Just-
We don't need
just
a
see if
speaker,
fits.
just see if it
Just wanna
fits.
No, it doesn't.
Well, he's got it.
Is that a
Yeah,
case?
well, I got a big case on it.
It's a
Mine
big
doesn't have
case.
a case.
It was close, it almost is.
Can you
Right
try
there.
this one?
Mine doesn't have a case.
Yes, sure fits.
And that's a big number.
So that is something you could possibly take into consideration, make sure that we, yeah.
Have you all thought about making a smaller version so less tech savvy people could take it, for instance, on a plane?
We haven't really thought of that, but we can look into it.
That's a great idea, don't you think?
Yes.
But didn't you all say you were thinking about making
Yeah, making
another
it.
two?
Yeah,
part
we
two?
call making a sound use too, but made out of PVC pipe, so it's also weather resistant.
Oh,
That's small.
thank you.
No more questions?
That concludes our questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jaden.
I'm Dakari.
I am Philip. The name of our team is Keyword, and the product we have for you today is called the Echo Cube. We have chosen this sound amplification challenge because we thought it would be the most interesting and challenging. After trying the product, we thought this would be a great way to share music with others. The challenge was to design to amplify the sound sources. The sound amplification device must have a label diagram, must be able to be used by one person, and it must be portable. It must amplify the original sound, and it must be transportable.
The Echo Cube is a 6-sided cube with 2 speakers coming out of 2 sides. There is a slot in one corner to insert the cell phone to play music or other sounds. Inside, the 2 cups are connected together at a 90-degree angle with an opening for the cell phone. The top slot even opens for easy access. There is also a platform that the phone rests on to keep it in place. We will demonstrate everything at the end of the presentation. The Echo Cube was made with cardboard shaped into a box. 2 holes were cut out to the sides of the plastic cups. The bottoms of the cups were cut so that they could be put together at an angle. Then we used duct tape to close any openings, leaving only a small opening for the cell phone. The rim of the cups were hot glued to the holes cut in the sides of the box, then wrapped in tape to seal the gaps. A piece of cardboard was put inside to help hold the cell phone and keep the cups level. The finished product was then sent out to be painted. Our design is different and unique because of its cubular shape, which amplifies sound in 2 different directions. It can also be modified by adding cutouts and cups to the other sides, producing a surround sound effect.
It cost us $3 to make the Echo Cube. We are asking you to invest $3,000 in our startup funds, so we can produce 1,000 Echo Cubes. We will sell them for $40 each. We are prepared to offer you 25% of our sales. This is how it works. 1,000 Echo Cubes at $40 each equals $40,000. 25% of $40,000 is $10,000, giving you a 233% profit of your investment.
So why should you invest in our invention? Because it works. We did several trial tests measuring a constant sound directly from the phone and then the Echo Cube, or from the Echo Cube. The sound measured from the cell phone reached a maximum of 91.9 decibels. This sound measured from the Echo reached a maximum of 103.5 decibels, an increase of 11.6 decibels or 12.6%.
Now I will demonstrate. The 2 cups that we used on the speakers. Here is where the phone rests. Here is where the speaker will be. Oh. Here's where the phone will go through.
Put the entire phone in. So put the entire phone in that slot.
Here are the 2 speakers.
And you said the 90?
Yes.
Why?
Just so it'll be 2 sides, but we're gonna try to modify it so it'll be on all 4 sides.
Okay. You're fine.
Here's outside of the Echo Cube. Here's inside the Echo Cube.
You walk down there and take it out so they can hear the difference a little better.
There's outside guys up here. Inside guys.
Yeah, it does.
And it does have that surround sound effect.
Are there any questions?
You said this was not your original design. How many designs did you use before you came up with this one?
We were thinking about doing 2 cups in the paper roll, but when we tried it out, it didn't really work as we planned. So I came up with this idea about having an amp instead of just a cardboard roll, right? Yeah, a cardboard roll in 2 cups. So, yeah.
I didn't catch your team name.
The team name is Cubular. Cubular, like.
Do you see any limitations with your current design right now?
Yes.
What would they be?
Since we had that first design, we had to remake it into this one, and since we didn't have enough time, we only had added 2 cups. But we're thinking about adding 2 more cups.
So it's one on each side.
Yes, and where the foam goes, we're thinking about like making it different sizes for a lot of foams you put into.
Very good, thank you.
So is there anything on the market similar to your product?
I would say no, because I think that all the other products, they use like Bluetooth. Like I have one at home, they use Bluetooth, and we just think this is different because of its cubular shape.
Did you have something you wanted to say?
Oh, no.
Can you explain the material that you utilized to make this device? And
So for this, like the outside shell, we use cardboard, and then for the inside, we use plastic cups, tape, and hot glue to make the cups stay there. And then right here for the platform, we use cardboard.
And the reason why I ask is, can you utilize this or use this device in different kind of weather?
We haven't thought about that yet.
But we are planning to make it. Waterproof, so you can take it in any kind of weather.
Ms. Cherry.
I just have one quick question. Once you get the financing you need and you're off to making these, will they be available in different colors?
Yes.
And how are you going to assure that?
So we will have the leftover money, and we will just take people will ask us to make. So then we'll be like different colors, and nobody will like it. We'll just take different colors that people will like, and then just put it up there.
So then you'll have colors available, and
Yes.
people get to choose what they want?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to see the diagram of it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's great.
I was wondering, very professional.
You guys did some real research.
Yes, they did.
Very good.
And you did this? My teacher. Your teacher helped you out? Do you like math? And this is unique. This is nice. Let me go through the break. Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
No further questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, S.T.R.E.A.M. How are y'all doing today?
We're good. Thank you for asking.
Our name is Dejanay. This is my partner, Shakayla. Our team name is the Royalty Squad. And our product here is the Bestie Boombox. But a quick short name is the TBB. And our sound makes the music louder. So if you want to listen to music and your speaker doesn't hear very clearly, if you don't hear your speaker very clearly from the phone, you can put it in a speaker like this that we made. And our product is made out of metal, wood, and copper. The Bestie Boombox costs $45 and we make 100,000 every year. It costs $10 to make it.
Hi, my name is Shakayla, so I'm going to be saying this to you. So we want 100,000 to make a factory, but the smart tech machines would cost about $75 each a year for the robot to make these special boom boxes, the Bestie Boombox, to make each year. We give you the Bestie Boombox TBB for $45. Why is because it depends on how much it is. We don't want the price to be too high or too low, so we make the price in the middle.
So we have this diagram that we made for y'all, S.T.R.E.A.M. And we made this. We got to add a drawing of the fishing line, so don't mind that. So we have a fishing line up here so we can hold it instead of carrying it like this. If you want to have your phone in here and you don't feel like carrying it around by handle, you can have a string. You can have the string, and we have wood down here, wood popsicle sticks, so it won't roll all over the place. So I will pass down the diagram, and I will let y'all hear the product.
Sure.
Why did you pick styrofoam over cardboard for the amplifier part?
Because we chose styrofoam cups so it could make the music louder instead of by the cups. Because the cups can make the sound more quieter, little quieter. So we chose styrofoam cups to make the music real loud.
So is that a paper towel holder? Is that what that is? In the middle?
Yes.
Okay, so then if we got the paper towel holder and the styrofoam bowls on each side, I would think that would make it light, which is why you put the fishing line on to carry?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You can carry it around as a bag or a purse, so it can be much easier to carry your stuff. Then we could if we have a factory, so we could have more machines. We could make this weatherproof, for tornadoes, hurricanes, flooding, snow, sleet, rain, hail. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
This is how it sounds with the speaker. And now if I take the phone off the speaker, it will sound like this. So that's why you want to have the speaker so you can like make it louder than it is on the phone. Do y'all any lovely shirtings have a question?
Could you play that once more so I can hear the sound?
Sure.
How did you work together to come up with the idea? What did you choose from?
Well, we choose the tissue paper. We use the paper towel roll, so it could like have like the music come through each side instead of like coming out to the front. We could like have it coming out to the side. Then we glue these straws to the toilet paper roll, tissue roll, so it could be easier to carry by handle. But we use a fishing line, so it could be like a bag.
Now, can you actually pick it up with, Now, can you actually pick the product up with a phone in it with the fishing hook, the string?
Sure, that's only if my phone will not fall out.
Right, that's why I was like, can you really do that? Okay.
I gotta take off the case.
Features where it actually secures the phone. Please put your case back on because
That's good, you don't have to.
That's good, that's
Yeah,
good.
you don't have to, that's fine.
Yeah, kids, I don't want kids. Markers are bad.
Is there any significance to the colors you chose?
Yes, we would have, say like this, we choose like any type of colors, but once we like make it like for real, we could like choose any type of color that anybody wants, like a rainbow color. If anybody wants burgundy, we would have that. So if anybody like want a liquid lava like this, like the phone case, we could like put it like that.
So you could basically design it based on the customer's choice as it relates to their phone.
Yes,
So their phone could actually match the speaker.
yes. And we made the hole bigger for any type of size phone, but not computer.
Got it.
Got you.
Is there anything else on the market like designed just like yours? Anything similar?
No, not really. I haven't seen any that looks just like this. So, yeah, do y'all have any questions?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I don't remember you saying if it's, I know you said it's portable, which means you can carry it to different places and so forth. But what is your power source? Did you say if it requires like battery operated, electricity operated?
No
or?
batteries, but no electricity either.
Okay, just because
But
I
if
didn't.
we actually like get this to actually like get made, when we do make it in like different type of form, we would probably use batteries and electricity depending on how it's supposed to be made.
Because you didn't say that, and I did say that. Okay. So, and have you also, what other source of power can you use?
We could use solar power. So it could be created by the sun as a natural solar energy. And you could plug your charger through here too. If you like put it through the speaker and plug it up to your phone while the music's playing before your phone dies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job, Team Royalty Squad. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, my name is Samira Walker, and I am presenting to you a water purification system. It is used for if you have a weather issue, or if you don't have no access to purified water. You can use this if it's like stashed away. And I am asking from S.T.R.E.A.M $800 so I can make 1,600 kits. And how I made it, I used a recycled soda bottle can, rocks, charcoal, sand, and coffee filters. And it all costs to make the whole thing is 50 cents.
50 cents?
Can we see a demo?
You can just stay right there.
Oh, please. This is an example of dirty water that we put inside of the purification.
But can we see it?
So that's the dirty water.
Yeah, can you pour it?
Yeah, just pour it.
Just pour it in.
Just a little bit. So while we're waiting for it to filter down, can you describe why you chose the materials you chose in your filter?
Okay, so I use netting so when I pour the dirty water in, it collects most of the big stuff. And then it goes down to the rocks and it collects like the bigger stuff that the netting didn't collect. And then when it goes through like the charcoal, it purifies the water. And then when it goes through the sand, it takes back like all the dirt. So when it comes out, it's clear.
What layer holds the charcoal?
Sand.
So when that dirty water goes through, it becomes purified, I can drink it? Oh, I'm not gonna drink it right now. I trust your word.
When would you foresee someone utilizing this product?
Like, if there's like, if something happened to your house and you have to grab everything, you can grab this, and if there's like no access to water, you can grab any source of water that's around you and pour it inside of it, so you can be able to have drinkable water.
Thank you.
Was this your first design? Did you start with this design, or?
Oh, at the beginning?
Mhm.
Yes. It only took me 3 tries. And I improved it
Each time.
Each time.
Is there currently
any limitations or any things that you would change in your current product?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the money to like make it more stable. So like if you are in a rush, like nothing will fall out or nothing will like break apart. So you ain't gotta worry.
You said you did 3 trials. Can you explain the first 2? And you said you made it better each time. Can you explain that process?
Okay, so the first time it did not go well. I put the coffee filter at the top and it sunk through. And then it came out a little bit clean, but it still had dirt in it. And then the second time, I put the coffee filter inside, but it still didn't hold it back. So then I went and I searched it to see how I can improve it, and then I found one that it worked.
Did you research the coffee filter or where to put the coffee filter?
Oh no, that was already an idea.
So what's all in there?
Rocks, charcoal, sand, and
and yeah, that's all.
Where'd you get your materials?
Oh, it was already like given to us.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we're ready. Take it away.
Hello, I'm Judy Shampoo.
Hello, I'm Naisha Gray.
Hello, I'm Julia Smith.
Hi, I'm Faith Johnson. The name of our team is Purify, and the name of our product is the Purify.
We chose the Clean Water Challenge because water is a fundamental human need. Each person on Earth requires at least 20 to 50 liters of clean, safe water a day for drinking, cooking, and keeping themselves clean. Polluted water isn't just dirty, it's deadly. Approximately 1.8 million people die every year of diarrheal diseases like cholera. Tens of millions of other people are seriously sickened by water-related ailments, many of which are easily prevented.
Our challenge was to use a provided list of materials to design a water filtration device either for your home or for on the go. The Purify water filtration system has 5 layers of filtration. It filters through a layer of gravel, a layer of sand, another layer of gravel, another layer of sand with a coffee filter between each layer, and lastly, an easily removable and replaceable coffee filter. We will demonstrate everything at the end of the presentation. Our Purify water filtration system was made using a cardboard carpet roll cord, a 2-liter pop bottle, a coat hanger, a plastic cup, hot glue, gravel, and coffee filters. Markers were placed around the bottom for balance.
It costs less than $2 to make the Purify. We are asking you to invest in $20,000 so that we can produce another $10,000 in purified water filtration systems. We want to get the Purify into homes of as many people in areas that need clean water as possible. We will sell the Purify for $15 each to organizations that provide assistance to people who need help with things like food and water. We prepare to offer you 27% of our sales. This is how it works. 10,000 filtration systems at $15, which equals $1,500,000. 27% of $150,000 equals $4,500, which is a $20,500 profit for you. So why should you invest in our invention? Access to clean water is a basic human right and an essential step towards improving living standards worldwide. Water-poor communities are typically struggling communities where the people are trapped in an ongoing cycle of poverty. Education suffers when sick children miss school. Economic opportunities are routinely lost to the impacts of rampant illness and the time-consuming processes of acquiring water where it is not readily available. Water is obviously essential for hydration and for food production. Our product is a small start to fulfilling the basic need. A Purify can be put in each household and provide readily available clean water for drinking and cooking. Now we will demonstrate.
Let me see.
Want to tell you something, Mr. Agent?
No, thank you. I'll take your word for it.
Are there any questions?
So when you mentioned the design of the filter, you said gravel, sand, gravel, sand. What was the reasoning for that, those materials in that order?
I'm sorry, can you say your question again?
So you mentioned in your presentation that you layered your filter with gravel and sand, and then gravel and sand. And why was it stacked that way?
It was that way because with separating the dirt from the water, in that order, it separates the dirt from the water and makes it clean.
Can you repeat your question?
Or did you put it in that
So
order?
why is it,
Well-
why is the gravel sand, why are the filter components in that particular order?
Well, to separate, like she said, to separate the dirt from the water, sometimes we have to repeat like the gravel and the sand, because sometimes when it goes to the gravel the first time, it might not get all the dirt out the first time.
I want to commend you on how you did your research and that you were able to point out things like what 1 million people die each year from water that is not purified. And I think that speaks volumes when you are presenting, that when you do your research, you have facts like that are aha moments where people go, oh, I didn't know that. I think that goes a long way. This, to me, is something that could, I don't know if you've all ever seen the show, So You Think You'd Survive. This is one of those kinds of things that you take simple products, easy to find, and you make it so you can survive in dire situations. So I want to thank you for the research part especially.
So what other source of filtration, could you have used other than the gravel sand? Did you do any other research or do any other tests?
Well, our first design that we had, people had destroyed it, so we had to come up with something quick.
Okay.
And these are the materials that we had on deck.
How did you come up with your name of the product?
Because it's kind of corny, but we originally had 5 group members, but the other one couldn't make it. But it's kind of like Purified, but Pure 5.
It is, it's catchy.
How did you decide, or what made you decide to use the markers to stabilize your design?
Because the markers have an even bottom, and with the cardboard roll cord, it would be stable when the bottle is here, so it would have too much weight on the top. And with the markers like around the bottom, it helps it stand and gives it ability.
Did you find that out through trial and error, or you just thought about it ahead of time?
It's a try and error. what's all I say?
No, go ahead.
People who will buy this product, we would sell it to food banks, the Red Cross, the military, FEMA, government agencies like social services, and other organizations that have a need to supply clean water for others.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nasir.
And my name is James.
We are the N&J Productions.
Our product is the S.T.R.E.A.M, and we choose the water challenge.
This product can make dirty water cleaner faster than any other filters by our stainless steel and platinum carbon technology. And we also get our carbon replicated from the 1997 sulfur volcanic ash.
Our product costs $50 and it takes only $20 to make. We made our water filter out of stainless steel and carbon. I think you should give money for our product because clean water is always needed.
We are asking you to invest $100,000 in our LCR99 so that we can improve the material making process, stainless steel and carbon. We have sold 100 and we have made a profit of $3,000 and we have made 110. And we need that money for refunding reference process.
We decided to make our product $50 to make so that it's affordable for the high quality materials. We decided to make it for people who are camping, traveling, or military.
We chose this challenge because a lot of people get sick of drinking bad water. We enjoyed making the LCR99 by testing it in general and filtering the water.
Any questions?
Can you demonstrate?
Can you demonstrate, please?
All right, so.
Did you tell us what they're the layering again of the filter? I can't remember.
Okay. So the layering at first goes carbon, then stainless steel, and we only added that because a whole bunch of other filters, they make theirs out of like regular gravel and everything, and we just wanted to be more productive in our making so we can make clean water fast. So say if somebody is on like an island or military and they run out of water and they have nothing to do, they could quickly go and grab some water and it will go really fast under the bottom so they could drink it and also cook food in it.
See how purified it is? Anybody want to try it?
Okay, I'm gonna take your word for it.
But can you do the actual? No.
Let me see it.
Awesome.
Or can you do the actual demonstration by pouring the water through?
So you see how dirty, like, so you see how dirty the water is from the bottom up? It's all green stuff. We added it. And as you see, it drops really fast into the
So it goes quicker than the typical water filtration process or system that we may have seen.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying that it seems to go quicker than the previous water filtration systems we've seen.
Yeah.
Is that a part of your design?
Yes, of course.
So where will you get the steel from in your?
Like we said before, we got our steel, our carbon and our steel, we got it replicated from the 1997 soul fire volcanic ash, because that was a long time ago, and we might not be able to, like, say if we run out of materials, we can always replicate it and keep using it over and over.
So it's recyclable? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Any more questions?
Because your device is so small, it can only filtrate a small amount of water per unit. Did you take into consideration building a larger unit to filter larger gallons of water, or does that device at that size, is it capable of filtering a large amount of water?
Yes, we've put that into our minds that we might need to get a little bit bigger, but we're trying to start out small so we could go bigger and bigger and bigger and try to make it as good as regular purified water, if anybody needs it.
So this is basically your prototype.
Yes, this is only a prototype, but a lot more is coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, S.T.R.E.A.M. I am Joshua Mays.
I'm Charles Austin. I'm Jalen Brooks.
And the name of our team is JCJ. And the name of our product is the Sound Station. We have chosen a sound amplification challenge because we thought it would be the most useful. With the amplifier, several kids can listen to music and play video games at the same time if anybody does not have earbuds.
The challenge was to design a device that will amplify a sound source. The sound amplification device must have a label diagram, must be able to use by one person. It must be portable, it must amplify the original sound, and it must be transportable. The sound station is a simple but extremely effective design. It's a shoebox with an opening on each end. It's basically two plastic cups glued to each end of a toilet paper core. What makes it work so well is that we seal the openings very tight and so that no air or sound escapes. The sound station is made up with the toilet paper roll, two plastic cups, pipe cleaners, cotton balls, rubber bands, hot glue, and electrical tape. The bottoms were cut out of the cups, attached to the paper cord with rubber bands, then sealed with hot glue. The puff balls and pipe cleaners were added to reduce vibration. Next, we cut holes the size of the rim of the cup in the shoebox. Everything was put together, hot glue, gap sealed with the electrical tape. Our design is unique because of its simple but effective sound. Our device increases the loudness of a jingle played on a cell phone from 87 decibels to 93 decibels, an increase of 7%. It costs us $1 to make the sound station. We are asking you to invest only $400 so that we can make enough sound station to sell to our students at our school before offering it to the public. We will sell them for $10 each. We are prepared to offer you 25% of our sale. If we sell all 400 units at $10 each, we will make $4,000 and pay you $1,000, which is a $600 return on your original investment.
You should invest in our invention because it works. Because you can make money on the money that you invested, and you will have the bragging rights to say I was there when it all started.
When our device sells more than the Amazon Echo. Now we will demonstrate.
Are there any questions?
Why did you choose electrical tape over duct tape?
Because we thought it was still tighter than regular tape.
Remove it again. Okay, put it back.
Oh, well, that is an inside.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice way to see the inside.
We can see it. That's a good idea for us to see.
Yeah.
And here we have the toilet paper roll. The paper towel roll we was talking about, the cotton balls, and then the pipe cleaners, and we got the cup. Got the 2 cups. That's it.
How many trials did it take you to come up with this particular design?
I could say 2.
Can I see that?
How would you say it compares to other competitors or other companies that have done a sound box? How do you think it compares?
Well, I think ours is way better than any other company. Like, it doesn't need wires, anything. It just needs it just needs some tape, a little bit of cut. Well, this is the prototype, so yeah.
Correct.
It just needs a little bit of. It needs to be simple. Don't have to. It's simple, not all electric.
How would you improve on your amplifier?
Well, I would like to make it like the size bigger, so it can fit more things than just a phone. It fit an iPad or any type of device you have to use it during like a party, a teens or something.
You mentioned using the electrical tape to seal the cups. Why is it important to have a seal?
That way sound doesn't escape, or like sound doesn't escape. That way when you're using it, it can sound louder, and the sound doesn't escape from the gaps.
What do the little cotton balls, how do they help the design?
Looks pretty. Decoration.
Yeah, it's really decoration. Just it doesn't really.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're on the air.
I saw that.
On the
I know, I
air.
saw that.
Hello, Sharks. My name is True Gerhard, and my company's name is The Amplifier Inc., as you already know. My product's name is Breaking the Sound Barrier. The reason I created my product is because when I'm at home, my phone really only reaches a certain decibel, and it's honestly not that loud. But when I break out my boombox, the sound resonates a lots better. But when I'm at the beach, I don't want to risk breaking my boombox because, as you know, those are pretty expensive. So I wanted to create an inexpensive and lightweight speaker that is also customizable. That's the reason why I made it white. And I gave you a little example with my name right here. Because you can put tape, pens, pencils, you can draw on it as much as you want. And my speaker is made out of a microfiber aluminum to help the sound resonate. The sound goes up by around 20 or 30 decibels. My product only costs $2 to make, and I sell it for $6. I've made 400 of Breaking the Sound Barriers, and I've sold around 300. All of them were different sizes and shapes to fit all different versions of phones, like iPhone X, a bunch of popular iPhones, and a bunch of popular Samsungs. Sharks, I'm asking for $10,000 for 5% of my company.
5%?
5%. That $10,000 will help to expand the area that my product can be sold, not just in Virginia alone. So I can sell it all around the United States and also online. I also need a little help with advertising, and that $10,000 can go a long way. Any questions?
Do you want to share your design? Is that your design on the table?
Yes.
The diagram?
Yes, it is. As you can tell, it's a very simple design because when I was told about what our different design project will be, I realized I had the idea instantly when I first heard that I can do a sound amplifier.
There you go, sir.
I'm sure we want to hear it work if we can, but also part of the design criteria is that it has to be able to be disassembled easily. Does yours disassemble, or is that?
No, it is not able to be disassembled. That's mainly because it would be very hard to carry if it was able to be disassembled. And now, any ideas for a song?
Yeah, it's up to you.
You say it increases to 20 decibels? Did I hear you say that?
It increases the sound by 20
By 20
decibels. Mrs. Dunn, can you please come here?
You can do a ringtone.
I got the song now.
So measure the decibel.
Sorry, there's just an ad going on right now. And so right now the average is 68. But when I put it in here, it reaches into the it reaches into the 85 area. Let me just put the microphone down for a second. This is it without the speaker, and this is it with it. Any more questions? I would like to pass this around to let you see how lightweight it is. I wanted to make sure that it was compact enough so anyone can carry it. And if you want to put it on a plane, you won't have to buy one of those really bulky suitcases.
Did you come up with a design with one try, or did you have other prototypes you worked with?
At first, I was planning on making these parts right here bigger, but that kind of messed up with the design a little bit. So I decided to go with it being a little smaller. So I would say it took around 2 tries to get it right.
What modification can you make to increase the decimal?
I would say I would make the area around this part right here wider to help the sound expand to a larger area.
What about the inside?
I think I would cut a little hole into here to help it even more.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
My name is India. My name is Summer. And today we are presenting to you the Eco Blaster, which is a speaker that amplifies sound without any electricity. It is lightweight, easy storage, and a unique design. It is environmentally friendly and it's user friendly, and it doesn't use any batteries. Judges were asking for $3,000 with a 20% interest, and which means you guys will be getting $3,600 back. It costs 50 cents to make, and we're selling it for $2. We can produce 6,000 Eco Blasters with $3,000. Judges, do you have any questions?
What is the material? What is that made of?
It's made of cardboard, duct tape, electrical tape for the design, and felt for the design. It's duct tape in here.
Can we look at it?
Yes, please.
Is there a specific reason why you put duct tape on the inside and then electric tape on the outside?
Because the cardboard was absorbing some of the sound, so the duct tape.
So why was it bad if the cardboard was absorbing some of the sound?
Because it's a speaker and we want it to make your music louder so you can hear it better.
So So those are two pieces of those are two pieces of cardboard together? Is that it?
It's cardboard on the bottom, like, we cut the cardboard. We cut the cardboard on the top, because at first, At first, this part right here, it was open, and we put cardboard on top. So it's cardboard, a piece of cardboard right here, some right here on the bottom, it's some on the side and on the side, and we cut it into a shape. So,
Okay, so you were looking for a unique design.
yes, ma'am.
So why did you choose to use the rectangular shape versus oval shape?
We was inspired by the gramophone, so, cause when we use, it's a lot of designs with like the tube right here, and this is more unique and it's louder than there.
Good answer.
So just to make sure I'm clear about the design, so the duct tape is really, you wrapped it so that the duct tape is holding itself?
Yes, ma'am.
Any more questions? All right, thank you. Good job. Okay, take it away.
Hello, Sharks. How are you guys doing today?
Fine, thank you.
That's good. My name is Ronnie Joe, and my company, as you guys already know, is the Thinking Corporation. I started this company because I'm looking forward to helping humans around the world and of all ages to focus more often and see a big academic change in them. I made this product, and it's a little bit personal, but I suffer from minor dyslexia, and I have a tad bit of ADHD and OCD. So this product actually helped me as a person, helped me focus more, and I have went through 2 processes of designing this product, and now I will explain how this works. Okay, so this top part, so basically how this works is different parts of this product triggers different parts of the brains that are sometimes a little bit jittery. So this top part works by triggering the frontal lobe and the cerebellum. It triggers these parts of the brain because this part deals with problem solving, behavior, and coordination. This part deals with problem solving because some kids or adults may sort the pom-poms in the cup in order from biggest to smallest, and they can mess around with the balloon that's on top. This part deals with coordination because of the way that the pom-poms can be rearranged or organized. And that's how this top part works. This next piece deals with, this next part, the pipe cleaners, deal with triggering the temporal lobe of the brain due to the noise, like flicking or tapping the pipe cleaners to the cup. And it sometimes makes a vibrating sensation that people might find satisfying or interesting, and like it may just help them relieve themselves. And so lastly, I'm going to explain how the pom-poms on the bottom work. This part works by triggering the parietal lobe by using the sense of touch. This helps because some people need to feel maybe certain textures on certain parts of the body. Like in class, sometimes people will sit there and take soft material, like from their jackets, and they'll rub it across their face, play with it with their hands. And so this is how that bottom part works. And so this is how my product works. As I might have said earlier, I want this product to be very affordable. So I make a $4 to $5 profit selling it for $5 and making it for $1. I have sold nearly 500 and made almost $2,500. Sharks. I am asking for your guys' help to get my product into bigger retail stores like Walmart and Target. In return, I am offering 25% of my company. Any questions? I'll pass it over.
You said you went through 2 processes.
Yes. I had to fiddle around with like how bulky the cup worked, and I actually tested this on my little brother because he has kind of bad ADHD, and he sits there in class and like jitters, can't focus, and so I had to make the pipe cleaners to where they made noise but wasn't so distractive to other people.
So each part of your thing has a direct correlation to parts of the brain. From the occipital lobe to frontal, temporal.
Cerebellum.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good research.
It is. It is. Can I ask a question?
Very interesting, very interesting to me. So you mentioned that you kind of tried this out on your little brother. So like, what did that entail?
So he has summer school, and he has like homework and he has to study and stuff. And I gave that to him just to see how well it actually worked.
And it did. And it did?
Yeah.
Did he give you any feedback on it?
He loved it.
Thank you.
So couldn't they open it and take out the other balls, the other softballs and stack them, or do they
You can
use it
you
as
play with the balloon to like
try to get it where it's supposed to be, like a Rubik's Cube kind of thing?
so it's like a puzzle, problem solving. Any further questions?
Good job.
Thank you.
We are Filtra, and today we have a water filtration system.
We made this filtration system by active charcoal. Wait, hold on. There we go. We made this by charcoal, gravel, dirt, sand, and what makes it purified is the charcoal. Comes out purified and clean. So on and so forth. You can use it for many other things like shower, food, and water, like drinkable water.
Who will buy it? Who will buy it? Everybody. How much does it cost?
How much is it cost?
$9.99.
We are here to ask you to invest in us $1,000 so that we can test it and make sure it's drinkable and make more. We'll give you 25% of our profit. Any questions?
Can you demonstrate it?
gotta go through a lot of this.
Oh, yes.
While we're waiting for it to completely filter out, you mentioned that the charcoal is what made it the cleanest pure. So why use other materials if it's just the charcoal?
We just felt like we needed more materials. We've done the research. We needed more materials.
Can you speak in your mic?
We needed more materials.
So what are the other materials?
Sand, coffee filters, soil, gravel. That's it.
And the charcoal.
And the charcoal.
And the charcoal.
Did you try more than one design?
Yes, this is our third design actually.
What happened to the first one?
We didn't make them right because when we tested it, it kept coming out dirtier.
And how about the second one?
It came out a little clear, but not a lot.
What changed?
The way we designed it.
How you layered it?
Yes, how we layered it. And when we test it, we have to get it to the pH of 7 because water is neutral.
Very good.
Any more questions?
Just one quick one. So where, since you've made a point to talk about the charcoal, where is the charcoal in that layering?
At the top.
At the top.
At the very top, okay. Because I saw that was some very dirty water you put in there, and it's coming out very clean.
Yeah.
That's a great job.
Did you test it in other variation, like placing the charcoal at the bottom? And what was the result when you changed the position of the charcoal?
It came out more cleaner.
So if you put the charcoal at the bottom, the water would be
No,
cleaner?
it came out dirtier.
Oh, it came out dirtier. Okay.
Will that be all?
No. One more question. You said you first tested it. Did you utilize all of the materials, the filtration materials in the first test?
No.
What did you use in the first test?
Sand, soil, and coffee filter.
And coffee filter. And what did you use in the second test?
Gravel and soil.
And did you see any improvement from the first one to the second one? And then, what was your thought of adding the charcoal in the third test?
But you didn't mention the charcoal in the first and second.
In the first and second. So what made you add the charcoal in the third test?
The charcoal is supposed to filter out the water. Like originally you're supposed to put them in a fish tank and make the water clear.
Mm-hmm.
So when we didn't use it, it was dirtier. So when we found that out, we decided to use the charcoal.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I'm Trinity. We chose Clean Water Challenge because it will help provide an everyday and essential need for our people. Clean water, adequate drinking water, sanitation, and hygiene are essential ingredients to ensure human health. Many developing countries struggle to cope with chronic water storages and poor design of their existing water infrastructure. Basic needs remain unmet and the human right to water and sanitation remain unrealized for billions of people worldwide.
Our challenge was to use a provided list of materials to design a water filtration device either for home or on the go.
The Omega water filtration system can be used both in the home and on the go. It filters out dirt and debris from undrinkable water by using cups and filtering through sand, gravel, and coffee filters. We will demonstrate everything at the end of this presentation. The Omega water filtration system was made with common recyclables that can be found just about anywhere. The base is a cardboard drink carrier. The mounting post is a shipping tube. We use a series of plastic cups filled with layers of sand, gravel, and coffee filters. The plastic cups were then strategically placed to form the filtration process and attached to the post with rubber bands for easily assembly and disassembly. Our design is different and unique because it can be easily constructed at any location using recyclable and household items.
It cost us $2 to make the Omega water filtration system. We are asking you to invest $1,000 so that we can produce another 500 Omega water filtration systems. We will sell them for $25 each. We are prepared to offer you 25% of our sales. This is how it works. 500 filtration systems at $25 each equals $12,500. 25% of $12,500 is $3,125, giving you $2,125 profit on your $1,000 investment.
So why should you invest in our invention? Here are 6 great health reasons. 1, water helps physical performance. If you do not stay hydrated, physical performance can suffer. 2, hydration has a major effect on energy levels and brain function. Your brain is strongly influenced by hydration status. 3, drinking water may help to prevent and treat headaches. Dehydration can trigger headaches and migraines in some individuals. 4, drinking more water may help relieve constipation. Constipation is a common problem characterized by infrequent bowel movements and difficulty passing stool. 5, drinking water may help treat urinary stones, most commonly the kidney stone. Urinary stones are painful clumps of mineral crystal that form in the urinary system. 6, drinking more water can help with weight loss. Water can increase the feeling of being full and boost your metabolism. Now we will demonstrate.
It's going to take a while for it to filter through, so do you have any questions?
Thank you. I think you guys did a great job adding the health benefits. I think that was a great addition. Why did you choose the name for your product?
It was just like a spur of the moment thing. It was just like a spur of the moment idea for our name.
Interesting. Okay, thank you.
So why did you choose that design by leaving several of your processing stages exposed to bacteria and other elements that may be in the air? Why did you leave it open?
So you can see how the water goes through layers.
So
would you have a feature where you could potentially close where you wouldn't prevent, and how would you go about doing that?
Yeah, just move the cups closer together.
What filter materials did you use?
We used gravel, concrete filters, and sand.
So what's in each cup?
In the top cup, it's gravel and coffee filters. In the second cup, it's sand and coffee filters. In the third cup, it's just coffee filters. And then the fourth cup is where the water is collected.
So it seems like the coffee filters was key for you because you use them in each of the cups.
Yes.
Was this the first design you chose?
No.
Tell us a little bit about your process, how you got to this design.
First we used a bowl, but that didn't work out as well because it was still dirty. So we used 2 cups taped together, and we put the materials in one of the cups and taped them together. That one worked well, but it was like falling off. So we decided to use this one because it was just easier to make.
Are there any more questions?
Yeah, I'm watching it go down. All right.
Good job.
Good job.
If I can have your attention, it's award time. All right, so we're going to start with 6th grade first. And so in that category, there were 3 groups competing, or 3 competitors. And in 3rd place, Sims, Make Me. Coming up to Miss McKinney and get your certificate. In 2nd place, S.T.R.E.A.M Team Duct Tape. And in 1st place, S.T.R.E.A.M the Fangirls. Once you get your certificate, if you just come stand in front of the table.
Yeah.
And if you notice, 1st place gets a small trophy for the school. Seventh grade. And so in this category, there were 6 teams that competed. And so in 6th place, Lindsay Team Beats. Come on up and get your certificate. Team Beats, come on up, get your certificates.
Good job.
And in 5th place, Sims NJ Productions. Come on up and get your certificates. And 4th place, Lindsay Team SMZ. And 3rd place, Sims Team Royalty. And 2nd place, S.T.R.E.A.M Team Purification. And 1st place, also from S.T.R.E.A.M, Team Cubula. Congratulations, guys. if you guys can come over and just stand by the table so that we can get a camera shot. If we could give our 7th grade competitors a big hand. All right, guys, if you want to turn around and face the audience. And also, the first place team will receive a shark fin trophy to take back to their school, right? All right, you guys can have a seat. We're gonna go ahead with the next group. So for 8th grade, again, 6 teams competed in this grade level. So 6th place, S.T.R.E.A.M, Team JCJ. Come on up and get your certificate. In 5th place, Lindsay, Team Filtra. And in 4th place, Sims Team Amplifier. 3rd place, Lindsay Summer Beats. Come on up and get your certificate. 2nd place, S.T.R.E.A.M, the Filters. And last but certainly not least, 1st place, Sims Team Congratulations to everybody. If you all will give them one more big round of applause. And competitors, if you'll turn around to the audience so they can see your certificates and your smiling faces.